What's going on, Rasmanites? For today's entertainment video, I'm going to review the Star Trek 2009 Blu Ray Set. Not the film. That's tomorrow's movie review. Just the set. So that's all coming up right now on the Razman's Reality. I hope that you all can successfully see this, by the way, because I realize that my camera is a bit zoomed out, but it does use autofocus and focuses pretty well. There is a way to zoom it, but unfortunately for me, in my physical situation, if I zoom it, it has to stay zoomed. If I unzoom it, it has to stay unzoomed, and it just becomes a bit problematic. So I am looking to invest in something that will help me display sets better when I review them, but in the meantime, I hope that you can see this alright. Disc 1, which you should be able to see right now, is the feature film, which is all that is on disc 1, is the feature film with the 1080p HD transfer, of course, along with a very insightful commentary from director J.J. Abrams and his team. This commentary is so good, in fact, that J.J. Abrams is so jazzed up that he wants to jump right into doing the commentary before he even introduces himself, and one of the writers is like, hey, we should probably introduce ourselves and say who we are. That is the mark of true enthusiasm for a project, true pride for a project, and I've just absolutely had a total deeper appreciation for J.J. Abrams and his crew when I listen to the commentary. Not going to give away what is said in the commentary because it very much talks about the inner workings of the film, and we're going to do the full review in the next video, as I said. And also, for those people that haven't seen the film, I don't want to give anything away, but the commentary definitely gets an A+. Disc 2 is the heart of this set. This is the most detailed bonus features disc that I have in my Blu-ray collection. This has now surpassed The Dark Knight as far as material that has been presented in a disc in my collection, and that is saying a lot because anyone who owns The Dark Knight knows that The Dark Knight is filled to the brim with bonus features and has far more bonus features than its DVD release counterpart. Everything is on this disc, and I mean everything. The first featurette is called To Boldly Go, which talks about why in the world would J.J. Abrams and his crew take on something as iconic as Star Trek. What made them feel like they could do Star Trek justice, and how they made this a film that was successful to the hardcore trackers and trackies, and also appealed to an audience that never seen Trek before. And they really did nail it, and this talks more in depth about the thought process that went into that. It's followed up by a featurette called Casting, which talks about the unbelievably daunting task of recasting such iconic characters as those from the original 60 Star Trek series, and allowing the actors to develop their own characters while still maintaining an homage to the iconicism that the previous actors had brought to screen on television and in film. So everything you want to know about the casting, from Zachary Quinto and what Leonard Nimoy thinks of Zachary Quinto, to Chris Pine as Kirk, to Carl Urban as Bones, just everyone, the whole entire cast gets their own featurette and their own explanations, and really they talk about the central point of the film, which is that it is underlining a Kirk and Spock story. Yes, there is other elements to the story as well, as there is with any track. Any track is multi-layered, but overall they intended it for it to be a Kirk and Spock story, which is how it came across to me the first time I saw it in theaters. So I was glad to know that I wasn't just reading into it. Obviously, Spock is the central character, and anyone who's seen the film can't mistake that, but Kirk is as much a part of anything as well. So there's that. And then you have things that range from production design to makeup to the trackers and trackies that were involved in the extras, to the elaborate measures they took to keep this film under wraps. Just absolutely anything and everything about new track, old track, the design of the Enterprise, the design of the Narada, the design of the Kelvin, anything that you wanted to know when you saw this film in theaters, it is on this Blu Ray edition of Star Trek 2009, and on this too, and you will absolutely love it. And finally, disc 3, as previously mentioned, is your digital copy of the film, along with the free trial demo for Star Trek DAC, which I reviewed for last Friday's video game episode. So there you have it, folks. There's your look at the Star Trek 2009 Blu Ray set. Absolutely gets 5 stars. I appreciate this film even more than I did when I first viewed it after watching this Blu Ray set. It's truly amazing and well worth any price that you would have to pay to pick it up. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.